Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of my FM21 Save with Ajax. We're episode 7 already, I believe. I'm very excited for this episode as well. We're going to finish off the Champions League group stage today, starting off on the page of the finances for no particular reason. But here, if you would like to, you can have a look at what the finances are looking like for now. We are spending a little bit over the wage budget, so the board aren't too happy with that. But I'm sure we can fix that in January, maybe with selling one or two players. But it's still November, of course, the final 2 games of the group stage. Let's first take a look at the matches that you might have missed in between. So the last time we met was this insane game which we lost 6-5 at home against Man United. And after that, we came straight back. We beat Vitesse 3-1. We then had a friendly against FC Bayern, which we won 3-0 as well, with Mandzukic's first goal of the season in a friendly, but his first goal. Then we lost to Feyenoord 3-2 away from home, which was really painful. We lost thanks to an own goal by Mazraoui as well, to rub more salt in the wounds. But then we flew over to Turkey and we beat Fenerbahce 7-0. After which we beat Willem II 4-0, NAC Breda 6-0, and then Fenerbahce 11-2. This is, for me at least, the biggest result in the Champions League that I have ever had, not counting the qualification rounds. An 11-2 win in the group stage is absolutely insane. Nothing really more I can say about that. After that, we lost again in the league to Heerenveen this time. 2 goals from Mitchell van Bergen to give them the win. And then a 6-0 win over Fortuna. Mario Mandzukic with his first official goal for the club. And that leads us to second in the league, 4 points behind AZ. They have dropped a couple of points as well. As you can see, they lost to Fortuna. And they drawn against Heerenveen as well. So I think that's the only points they've dropped, right? Yeah, it is. So we are in second, we're 1 point above Feyenoord, but right now the focus is on the Champions League. And if we take a look at the group, first off, PSV is in first in their group. So remember what I said last episode, that I thought that they were gonna finish in third at best. They are in first right now. I mean, they're only 1 point above second and only 3 points above third, and they still have to face both of those teams. But they are doing way better than I expected. So really good to see that. I mean, they beat Inter and Dynamo, and they drew the away leg against Dynamo, and they drew against Borussia Dortmund. But looking at our group, which of course is more important, Manchester United are in first. They've played one more game than us. They are on 12 points. We are on 9 points. Of course, with a mental goal difference of 18. And then Sporting with 6 points, and Fenerbahce down at the bottom with 0 points. So we are already certain that we'll get some kind of European football after the winter break. We just now have to fight it out between Sporting and us if it's going to be the Champions League or the Europa League. As you can see, Donny van de Beek, ex-Ajax player, gave Man United the win against Fenerbahce. They beat them only 1-0. I mean, we beat them 7-0 at their home, and we beat them 11-2 at our home. And Man United only beat them 1-0. But, that's just how those things will go sometimes. So this is going to be the starting 11. Onana in goal, Frimpong, Alvarez, Martinez, and Thiago Maia. In the defense, Asensio, Gravenberg, Neres and Tadic, Borré and Anthony. You know what, I'm actually gonna make a sub there. I'm gonna put Asensio back on his left wing position and put Davy Klaassen in as well. Klaassen, Promes and Maya, all 3 of them came to me asking for more playtime. They were unhappy with how much they have been played up till now. So that's why I'm gonna put Klaassen in there. Promes did get injured 4 to 7 weeks. So that's definitely not good. But yeah, I'm gonna give Klaassen and Maya a little bit more game time. So let's get straight into the match against Sporting here. Of course, our normal tactic, the players will change, but our tactic remained, I think, almost exactly the same since the beginning of this season. So let's get straight into it. As I told the players right there, we could secure a place in the first knockout round with a win here over them. And if we get at least a draw, and then it doesn't even matter. We don't even need to draw. If we beat Manchester United at the final day, which is very unlikely, but if we do, well, Anthony here makes the first goal. But if we beat Man United in the final day, then we actually move into first place of the group. I mean, that's very far away right now. We still have to make sure that we even get to the next round. But it is actually still a possibility of us getting first in the group, which would be insane. Anthony now scoring a second after 4.5 minutes. This match is going way better than I expected. I mean, I hope we were gonna win, but to be up by 2 goals after just 5 minutes played is way better than I would have than how I saw this match going. Maybe we can now even make it 3, but Klaassen, his cross is intercepted. Maya picks up the loose ball though, and we still have possession here. We could go for goal. Anthony for his hat-trick. There it is, 3-0. What? Again, like the game against Manchester United, like both games against Fenerbahce, it's going insane. I mean, we're leading by 3 goals to 0 after, what was it, 9 minutes? And a hat-trick by Anthony as well? What? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it makes sense that we would win this game, but to be up by 3 goals to 0 after 9 minutes is absolutely insane. But, I'm not going to complain. As Sporting get the corner kick here and we headed away. I think it's safe to say that we got this game in the bag. Of course, we lost that first game to Man United 6-5, so we have to beat them. I mean, right now we are on equal points, but as you can see, our goal difference is better. But as you can see, we are still in second and Man United in first because they beat us in that first game, so we need to beat them. Not only that, we need to beat them by 2 goals or more. So that's going to be a very tough ask, but that is what is needed for us to get first place in the group. No matter how high our goal difference is, we need to beat United by 2 goals or more in Manchester as well. As Sporting make it 3-1 here after just 26 minutes played. Sorare, the striker from Sporting, scores it as well. And they get another corner kick here, and they score that as well. Sebastian Coates, who you may remember from Southampton a couple of years ago, makes it 3-2. So, from a comfortable 3-0 lead after 9 minutes to a very tight 3-2 lead, which they scored 4 minutes apart as well. So, going into the break with a 3-2 lead is not what I wanted after that hat-trick that Anthony scored. So hopefully we can keep the lead in the second half. But as I said, doesn't matter what we do, we still have to beat United by 2 goals or more. The only difference is that if Sporting do beat us right here, then of course we could easily drop down to third as they make the equalizer just 7 minutes into the second half. As you can see, we are still in second as Klaassen gives the ball to Anthony, but a good save. I have no idea what the team is doing since that 3-0, so we might have to make a couple of substitutions here. Let's take Neres off for Çalhanoğlu and keep it like that for just a minute and see what we can do with Çalhanoğlu on the pitch. Of course, he's a very good player, as well as Neres makes it 4-3. What another thriller this is, just like the game against Manchester United. And even before Çalhanoğlu came onto the pitch, of course, he is going to be replacing Neres, the goal scorer. But just like the game against Man United, another insane game on the cards here. I mean, it's already 4-3. We still have about a half an hour to play as Sporting look to go onto the attack again. Pedro Porro on the right side puts it into Sporar, the goal scorer, and they get it right there. Pedro Gonçalves with the 4-all in the 66th minute. Davy Klaassen is injured. He's tired as well. Let's get Kudus onto the pitch. Same goes for Gravenberg. Who could play there? Well, I guess we're gonna have to play Daley Blind there. Don't like to play that defensive as Asensio gives the ball to Borre. Should have been a goal, but it ends up as a corner kick with 15 minutes to go. We have to win this game, guys. I mean, not necessarily for the standings in the group stage, but when you look at the fact that we're up 3-0 after 9 minutes, we have to win this. We can't give a lead like that away that easily. I mean, if we do, then we don't even deserve to be in the Champions League. I mean, on the other hand, we beat Fenerbahce 7-0 and 11-2, but if you give a lead like that away so easily, then you don't deserve to make it very far in this competition, and you probably won't either, because Sporting isn't the best team you're gonna play against, and if they can already come back from being down by 3 goals, then a team like Barcelona or PSG or Bayern will certainly do that. Maybe this will be our last chance. Borre tries to put in a cross, but it's blocked and it doesn't lead to anything. And that's going to be the end of the game. So a match that started very, very positively ended in absolute disgrace. I mean, to give away a 3-0 lead, to let them make it 3-all, then get the lead again, and then lose the lead again 6 minutes later is absolutely unacceptable. Apparently we do qualify for the first knockout round, so we did make it out of the group, but that is absolutely not good enough, and we're gonna have to change something if we want to make it to the top of the group. As you can see, we have to beat Man United to make it into first place. Look at this group, by the way. PSG, AC Milan, Liverpool and Leipzig all in one group, and Milan and PSG didn't make it out of it. PSG with 1 point after 5 games. They only drew against Milan at home. They lost every other single game. Absolutely mental as well. So I'm going to meet you guys in just a second for that last game of the group stage against Manchester United, who I just clocked our last year's winner. Look at this, by the way. We have the top 3 goal scorers as well. Anthony, Neres and Asensio are the top 3 goal scorers. Borre with the most assists, and Borre and Onana with the highest average rating as well. Looking very good indeed, and looking promising for the first knockout round. But first, Manchester United. And we're here for the second game of the episode, the last game of the group stage against Manchester United. Just a quick checkup. PSV drew their last game against Dortmund and they lost 3-0 to Inter, so they finished in third in their group. Also, another thing that I would like to show you is, first off, the under-18s beat Man United under-18s with 8-0, but they won every single game in their group and they had a goal difference of 33 in the end. Let me just check. They conceded 3 goals, but look at those results, absolutely insane. So that is very promising for our future as well. We played 3 games in between. Firstly, we beat RKC 4-2, we then beat Sparta 4-1, and then we beat Heracles with a fully rotated side with only youth prospects 6-1, and Mohamed Kudus as well. Rocky Grootvam, one of the players that we bought from PSV, one of the youth players, he started and scored 2 goals. And now you can immediately take a look at him as well. And also Nachi Unuvar, of course, one of the very famous Ajax youngsters, played his first game while we took over and he scored a hat-trick as well. So, that's what happened in between. Let's get to the match against Man United. This is going to be the first 11. Onana, Dumfries, Alvarez, Blind, Maya, Klaassen, Gravenberch, Neres, Asensio, Borre and Anthony. I've got full faith in these 11 men to beat Manchester United. We only need a win. We don't need the 2-goal win. We just need a win, because then we would have 1 point more than them. As we drew against Sporting, we didn't lose against Sporting, so we will have 1 point more than Manchester United if we win this match. Just to show you guys, to make sure. First off, these are the lineups, of course, which I still absolutely love. I love the look of it, but now the important thing here is the league table. We are only 2 points behind, so if we manage to somehow get a win here, then we move up into first place above Manchester United. I mean, looking at those groups on the right side of the screen between highlights, the teams in second are teams like Real Madrid, where Juventus finished in first, sorry. And I think I saw Bayern finish in second or some crazy good team like that. So what was it? Oh no, it was Liverpool. Bayern are in first, but Liverpool in second behind Leipzig. Bayern in second behind Juventus. So I'm not sure if either first or second would be better for us. We might even be better off finishing in second. But I would love to get a first place. We will get a little bit more prize money as well and a little bit more coefficient points. But Nikola Vlasic makes it 1-0 for Manchester United here after 15 minutes played. As Fenerbahce get the lead due to a goal by Matthias Jurgensen in the first minute. They haven't gotten a point yet in this entire group stage, but now they've taken the lead after 1 minute against Sporting. Well, quite frankly, both of the teams have nothing to play for anymore except for money and coefficient points. That's very different than what Manchester United and Ajax here are playing for. We're playing for who ends up in first place and who ends up in second place. Could be really important for the draw of the first knockout round. What we'll do is I will skip in this episode. I will show you guys the draw of the Champions League for us, but also I will show you guys what teams the Dutch teams got in the Europa League. So, for instance, PSV, of course, they finished in third in their group in the end, so they'll get to the first knockout round of the Europa League. So we'll check those draws as well, the Europa League and the Europa League 2, to see if there are still any Dutch clubs left and how their draw is like, and see if they can maybe, if they have a chance of making it through to another round, which would be very good for the country as a whole. But the first half is already gone by. There's the halftime whistle into the break. 1-0 down against Man United. We're not playing good enough, but then again, it is Manchester United at Old Trafford. So, as I said as well earlier on in the episode, they did win the competition last season. So it's not going to be a walk in the park at all. I mean, that 6-5 loss at home was a crazy good result considering the fact that they are the Champions League winners of last season. I mean, if you would have told me that we would lose 6-5 against the Champions League winners, I mean, I would take that, definitely. The way that the match went, I would have loved to have gotten the win there, but it just wasn't to be. We'll try again this time. We still have the entirety of the second half to go for it, and we do have a little bit of the ball here to start the second half, but right as I say that, Manchester United start to counter, but Martial's shot gets blocked and Dumfries kicks it out of play. So still 2-0 down, but it's not too bad, right? I mean, 2-0 against Manchester United away from home isn't too bad, as Fenerbahce make it 2-0 as well. But yeah, as I was saying, it's not that bad, I think, right? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe I'm thinking that this result is better than it actually is. I mean, only a 2-0 to me, it seems pretty okay. I mean, not amazing, of course. That would be if we were to be in front. But you know, I'm just hoping we get a goal here at least. At least one goal would be fine by me, as Martial makes it 3-0. I think that was a mistake by Onana as well. I think he should have saved that. Also, it doesn't really look like we're going to score here. We're not having a lot of chances. We're not having a lot of the ball either. And when we do, it's mostly in our own defensive half, as you can see right there. But now Borré has the ball. And Anthony there, he should finish it. And he does as well. And there it is, the 3-1. And could it happen? I mean, it could, but we still have a chance here. Dumfries taking a little bit of a knock there, so let's put on Frimpong. Let's go more attacking. I mean, we literally have nothing to lose here anymore. If they score a couple of more goals, it doesn't matter at all. It's not like we're gonna lose more if we do that. If we do concede more, it's not like we're gonna lose money or go down a spot in the league table. We've only got things to win here, but we do need to score 3 goals in 13 minutes, which is going to be pretty tough. Hopefully we'll get one more as Martial makes it 4-1. Okay, never mind. That is the game done and dusted for Man United. A good win from them. A hat-trick by Martial as well. We didn't stand a chance, quite frankly. I say that the match isn't over yet. We might get a second goal here as Borre has the ball. And McTominay with a weird tackle there. Is that actually going to be a card or is it just going to be a warning? It's a red card. What? A red card. Why did he do that? They're leading by 4-1 and McTominay just thinks like, oh, well, I'm going to break his ankles and he gets sent off. So Manchester United actually going to miss Scott McTominay for the first game of the first knockout round of the Champions League and maybe the second game as well, depending on what the decision will be regarding his suspension. But that is not important for us. I mean, we can't face them in the first knockout round, luckily for us. I mean, apparently we are not good enough to beat them. So I think it's a good thing that we cannot face them. Also hoping as the final whistle goes and we lose 4-1, I'm also hoping that we don't lose too many players in the January transfer window. Why are they demotivated? I mean, we're into the next round. That's what's important. And I know we lost, but still. Sometimes, I mean, it's never a good thing to lose, but sometimes it's okay to lose, right? But as I said, I'm gonna come back to you guys in just a second with the Champions League draw. And we're here for the draw for the first knockout round. A little bit of a weird thing. In real life, of course, the draw is always the Friday after the last group stage games. For some reason it wasn't, so I had to play the game against Feyenoord right after the game against Man United. We beat them 4-0. 2 goals from Anthony, 1 from Borre, and 1 from Neres as well. So, yeah, that happened. Very happy with the rival win, and let's get straight into the draw. As you know, we're not seeded because we finished in second. The teams we can face are Barcelona, Chelsea, Bayern, Inter, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, and Juventus. So, logically, I think we would want to face Inter, them being the least insanely good team out there. So I think Inter would be the best draw for us. Could still be possible. Dortmund get Juventus, Atalanta get Barcelona, Club Brugge are still in there. They get Man City, Real Madrid get FC Bayern, Leipzig get Man United, Inter still in there by the way. Let's see, who are we gonna get? Is it gonna be Inter or Chelsea or Liverpool? It's Inter! Alright, so still a very tough draw, but it is exactly the draw that I thought we would want. Having said that, they are first in the Serie A. And they won it last year as well. Alright, maybe we would have liked to get Juventus instead. But would love 2 games against Internazionale in February, of course. That's going to be the next episode. A lot of games in between. And of course the January transfer window as well. I say a lot of games. I mean, it's like, what is it, 3, 5, 8 games in between. So it's not like it's 15 games in between, alright? So 8 games in between, and then you'll see the double live com of the 2 games against Inter. What I said I was going to do is show you the draws of the other Dutch teams as well. I almost forgot right before the day of the Dutch Cup second round against PSV, which was a really unlucky draw to get them right in our first round and away from home as well. I mean, how much can you get, right? But let's quickly take a look at the draws for the Europa League and the Europa League 2 to see where our other Dutch clubs have gotten themselves into and if they are still in some kind of competition. Of course, you never know. Let's firstly check the Europa League. Of course, PSV will be in there. AZ are still in there. Alright, so they won their group. Who else? Oh, right, so AZ moved straight on to a second knockout round, if I'm not mistaken. PSV get Borussia Mönchengladbach. A tough draw, but I think for them it's doable. And taking a look at the Europa League 2, any Dutch teams here? Not that I can see. So let's see. Don't think there's gonna be a Dutch team in there. No, there is not. So we have PSV against Borussia Mönchengladbach, us against Inter, and then AZ coming in at the second knockout round of the Europa League as well. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.